G'day guys, welcome to Dream Design Do TV with Zaki Ameer. I'm your host Peter Montgomery from the petermontgomeryshow.com. Now Zaki's done the amazing thing of creating a $3 million property portfolio in the space of 3 years with 15 properties. And he did this with a low startup capital. So this week, Zaki, I want to ask you how you go about negotiating prices for you and your clients of properties, but also, look, I understand you help assist your clients with negotiating finance, renovations, property management, all that sort of things. I also want to ask, how do you go about those negotiations?
Yeah, hi, Peter. I think that's a good question in terms of negotiating. To me, negotiating is actually an art and a skill that can be learned. I don't think you're actually born with negotiating skills. It's something that you can actually go and learn and surround yourself with great people who are great negotiators and learn about how they negotiate on deals. In relation to myself and some tips I can give on negotiating, the first part, we have to accept that when you are doing a transaction with someone, we need to ensure that the transaction is going to be a win-win outcome. So if there is a buyer or a seller in terms of property, we want to make sure that the buyer is going to walk away feeling like they have won, and then the seller is going to walk away feeling that they have won too. Majority of people I see when they negotiate deals are basically by bargaining. And the difference between, in my opinion, bargaining and bargaining is basically saying that one person is going to walk out as the winner, and the other person is going to probably feel like, okay, they'll maybe be ripped off a little bit. So let's just use the example of negotiating on property prices. When I get into a deal and I start talking to landlords or real estate agents on my team, what I would do is I'd use factual data to negotiate price. For example, if I'm negotiating on a 3-bedroom house in a particular area, what I do is I'd look for similar apple-to-apple houses and say, if I can find data that's factual that there are houses that are sold for $50,000 less, I can then go and present that to the real estate agent or the landlord directly, saying, well, this is what's actually going on in the marketplace, as opposed to me creating an opinion that you need to reduce that price because I'm actually just stating for you to reduce the price. That's one way to do it, so using factual data that you can obtain. Another way is, as you know, one of my strategies is problem properties for solution buyers. And what I mean by that is properties that usually might be looking run down, might be looking at its perfect condition. And that allows you then to go to a vendor or the seller or the real estate agent saying, for example, the painting needs to be done, the toilet's pretty bad, the kitchen's pretty bad. And that allows you a greater negotiating power because majority of people investing are solution buyers because they don't tend to want to buy problems. And that's when you cash in, because you buy a problem property and you sell it onwards to a solution buyer. And so this, once again, these types of renovations and issues also then allows you to negotiate even more on the property. In terms of how do I get great deals for my clients, and also for my own investing with other partners I use, whether it be banks, mortgage brokers, property managers, real estate agents, builders, and so on. The key thing is to build relationships. Most people are trying to, once again, to save a dollar wherever they can get a dollar from anyone. And what that means is you're just a volume-based customer. So today you're going to build a relationship with one person, you save a dollar. Tomorrow you buy another property and you use another person and you save another dollar. As opposed to then building a strong relationship, say, with one company, say one property management company, or one bank, or one building company, where they know that you're in it with them for together in the long run. And that's where the win-win comes to play, because then they know that you're in for the long run, and they're going to do their best to make sure that you get the best deal and the best quality of service. And that's when you can negotiate, where two people are coming on board to negotiate, as opposed to one trying to bring down the price and the other feeling ripped off. So that's, in summary, negotiating is an art, and we also need to make sure that whatever we're doing, two people are actually going to win out of it.
So it's really about going into this to make a deal where everyone wins, rather than trying to beat them down for the best price, working out and actually talking about how can we all win here so everyone comes out on top.
That's right, Peter. Spot on.
Excellent, man. All right, I look forward to next week, Zaki.
Thanks, Peter. See you then.